I hate New York. I really do. I used to love New York, but I hate it now. I'd rather be in Auschwitz than New York City. Honestly, I would. I mean Auschwitz now. I mean today Auschwitz, not back when it was open. I mean now. It's nice now. There's a gift shop. People go there on purpose. They buy tickets. I think that's weird. That people buy tickets to Auschwitz. That's weird. If you could have told those people back then, people are going to buy tickets to come here. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Jew. That's, all right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, never again, I promise. That's what we say about the Holocaust, never again. Because they killed 6 million Jews. If they only killed like 10,000, would it be like, okay, 2 more times? And then taper off, because it's a little much. I'll tell you, I went to Auschwitz. This is a true story. I actually did go to Auschwitz because I was doing shows in Poland. Because I had to go to Poland to do shows. So I was in Krakow. I was in Krakow, so I went to the camp. And I went there because of a very personal reason. Because I had family there. I had a lot of family there. 44 members of my family were in Auschwitz during World War II. I mean, they were guards. They worked there. No. They were Jews and they died. It's okay. Don't be offended. It's true. We lost the whole family there. Everybody, because we were Hungarian Jews. My grandfather, on my father's side, he's the only one who made it. The rest of them, all 44 of them, went to Auschwitz, which I think they really regretted. But that's what happened, because the Hungarians sent all their Jews to... They weren't even occupied Hungary. They're just like, yeah, take our Jews. And they sent my whole family there, and they all died in Auschwitz, except for him. My grandfather's the only one who made it, because he got the fuck out of there before it started. In the late 20s, he fucking smelled that shit, and he got the fuck out. And he went to Mexico. He migrated to Mexico. And we found his immigration card. My uncle and I did the family history, and we found it. It says nationality, Hungarian, and it says religion, Catholic. And there's a picture of him like... He's like, fuck it, they don't know what a Jew looks like in Mexico. That's where I'm going. And that's why I'm alive, because he made that choice. It's also why I'm not Jewish. He was like, Jew schmoo, we're not fucking Jewish. Somos católicas. That was my abuelito. Became a fucking Mexican fast. That's what happened. That's how he made it. He's a fascinating guy, my grandfather. His name was Geza. That was his name. And he had a brother named Geza. It's weird, but I looked it up, and here's what happened. His parents had a baby, and they named it Geza, and it died. The baby died. So they had another one, and they just said, fuck it, Geza, let's just do it again. Because that's what it was like. The babies died. It was no big deal back then. It was just like, yeah, that was a shitty baby. Let's do another one. Why'd your baby die? Because it sucked. Why does any baby die? At least we found out quick. Fuck it. This one's good. That's what it was like forever until recently. The human race was all the good babies, and the shitty ones, that's just the way it worked. It's not like that now. Now we save every baby. The shittier the baby, the bigger the effort. Because we love it. We love saving the shitty babies. There's always a documentary. Look at this baby. He's a fucking mess. Do you see that shit? We're going to save it. Make it live. And the baby's like, please don't. But we don't like when babies die. We get more upset when a baby dies. Why? Who knows this baby? Did you hear about Jeff? No, he was here for 1 day. Nobody met him. And then if you die when you're old, nobody gives a shit. They're like, he was here long enough. Fuck him. You ever tell somebody, like, your grandmother died? My grandmother died. They're like, I'm so sorry. How old was she? She was 98. Oh. So why'd you even tell me? I thought I had COVID about 3 times. I'm one of those idiots. I was like, I think I have it. Can you feel? I'm bad with pain, too. Like, the other day I hit my elbow right on that spot where if I had a gun, I'd be dead now. You know, I can't do pain. That's why I could never be a cop. I couldn't walk around with a gun right here. There's 50 things a day where I'd be like, fuck that, that ain't worth it. That's my main problem, by the way, with the whole defund the police idea. What about people that want to commit suicide by cop? What about them? Anyway, we'll put a pin in that, but... We had a lot of protests in New York, and now we have protesters that just live here. They're not at a protest, they're just here. I saw a protester in Washington Square Park. She had green hair and dirty legs. And she's holding a little piece of cardboard, and it's with a Sharpie. It said, "Abolish billionaires." And she's standing there. And I thought, I don't think that's gonna do it. It doesn't feel like that's gonna result in Jeff Bezos going, "What's happening to me?" Sadly, it's gonna be okay for him. I thought it was good how young people got out there and they expressed themselves. They went out there to solve a lot of problems. Not all the problems, but some of them. They went out there to stop discrimination. Not all discrimination, just some of it, which is a weird form of discrimination. But there are groups that are discriminated against who don't have any protesters or any people working for them. And we all discriminate against these people, like ugly people. Everybody discriminates against ugly people. They do, and it's awful. I mean, I'd rather be discriminated against for my race than for being ugly. Because you might not lose a job or a promotion, but nobody kisses you on the lips like your whole fucking life. Like, try that. This is what we say to ugly people. We don't like your face. We just don't like it. So no one's gonna fall in love with you, and it's unanimous. Sorry. And we just expect ugly people to be like, "Oh, no, I understand. I mean, sure. My head shape is no good for you, so I'll go without the things that matter in life." Also, overweight people. Overweight people deal with things that none of us deal with, because I'm not overweight. There's people who are discriminated against because of their weight. I read a story once about a woman who's 600 pounds, and she couldn't get medical care. Because everything she goes to the doctor, he just says it's because she's fat. Everything. She's like, "My knees hurt." He's like, "Yeah, my knees hurt just looking at you. What did you think was going to happen?" She's like, "I have chest pains." He says, "Yeah, because your organs are over capacity, so they're hurting." She's like, "I got shot in the head." He's like, "Yeah, because you're fucking fat. Somebody shot you in the fucking head because you're fat." It's a terrible story. Here's the worst part of the story, and this is true. This is true. She needed an MRI. Because she had something serious. She's 600 pounds. She doesn't fit in the machine. You know what they did? They sent her to the zoo. I'm not kidding. They sent her to the fucking zoo. That's what we do for fat people who need an MRI. Hey, here's your prescription. Go to the zoo. Yeah, that's where you should go. You should go to the zoo. By the way, you know how many fat people we have in this country? About 600 trillion billion thousands of them. You know how many trans people there are? About 38. But if you're trans and you need a restroom and it's awkward, we'll change every restroom. But if you're fat and you need an MRI, you go to the zoo, you fat bitch. Just go to the zoo. You go experience that today. What happens when she gets to the zoo? What actually fucking happens when she arrives at the zoo? Hi. Are you here to see the monkeys? No, I'm here for an MRI. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, just stand in the straw over here. Yeah. You're after the walrus who has lymphoma. By the way, why is there an MRI machine at the fucking zoo? Who was developing that instead of a fat human being MRI? Who's paying for this shit? You don't give an elephant a fucking magnetic resonance image test. What are you, fucking high? That's obscene. If an elephant is sick, you just listen. You do this thing. Misa thinks she's gonna die today. I'm saying this out of respect for elephants, by the way, because we're supposed to respect how they live. They don't fucking cure their diseases. This is not their culture. This is our weird. Let's fix it. Oh, he's sick. That's not how elephants live. An elephant in the Serengeti isn't like, I have a lump, I have to see my oncologist. When an elephant gets cancer, he falls over and he takes his fucking turn and becomes food. You don't put an elephant in a state-of-the-art... What if you find cancer? What, are you gonna give him chemotherapy? The skinny elephant with a pink baseball hat? Each day is a gift. I love animals, I do. I do. We have a weird relationship to animals. We name them and we play with them, and we kill them and we eat them, and we stuff them, and we draw them. I have a dog. I love my dog, but I don't know my dog. We've never had a conversation, not one time. I talk and she just hears She looks at me and I'm like, yes. She's like, what? You don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. Fuck you. I don't know this bitch. I have no idea what she's thinking. I really wish I did. I wish I knew what she was thinking. It's my biggest wish maybe in life is that I knew, because I know she has thoughts. I know she does. There's no way she's just like, dog. There's stuff going on in here. I've seen it. You ever watch your dog make a decision? You ever watch your dog just walk in the room and then look around like... Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. Why? Please tell me why. I think my dog thinks I'm insane. Because I look at my life through her eyes. Like, I'll watch TV for 4 hours. And from my dog's point of view, I'm just sitting there. Why the fuck is he laughing? What happened? My dog is my life now because my kids are grown up. My kids are in college and they're all, you know, I'm an empty nester. That's what you call it when your kids are gone, because they grew up, not if they're dead. It's not used that way. My daughter died of leukemia. Hey, you're an empty nester. I miss it. I miss having little kids. I think about it all the time. I think about it maybe adopting, you know? I could adopt a baby from a third world country. That's a good thing to do, because you can just leave them outside. You don't have to... You know, it's interesting. We've been adopting babies from other countries in America for a long time. You know, other countries do it too, but I live here, so I'll talk about that. But it's an interesting thing. It's not a biological imperative to go get a baby from thousands of miles away, but we've been doing that in large numbers here for a long time. And not always for the same reasons. There's been different reasons why we've done it. In the early, like in the 70s when I grew up, sometimes you meet a couple who had an African baby that they brought because they're those kind of, you know, these kinds of people, you know, the kind of couples that hold hands when they announce things. You know those kind of people? They gather their friends and they're like, we've decided. You know those? They have a farm table with a clay pot of honey on it. and their apple juice is cloudy. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the kind of people that make a trip to Zimbabwe and get a baby and name him Kevin and send him to Boston College, whatever. That was like the 70s and 80s. Then in the 90s, it became very popular with gay couples started to adopt babies from China because they want to have a baby, but they can't. They both have dicks. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that? Gay couples have 2 dicks, so they can't make a baby. You can try. You can just really fucking. You could try to come into one dick with the other, like if you line up the dick holes. And you can come and the sperm goes up this dick and down that one. And then the sperm gets to the balls and they're like, wait, what the fuck? Did we turn around? Because we're in the balls again. Whose balls are these? These aren't even his balls. Oh, he's gay. Fuck. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's just swim around till we're dead. It's just the way it is. You're not gonna. A baby will never come out of a penis. It's good. It's a good thing. Because it's hard for women. Imagine pushing a whole baby out of your penis dick hole. Even just a hand. Yeah. Anyway, so that's why gay couples adopt. That's why. And often from China, because they make a lot of stuff there. So that was that. That was the gay couples were adopting Chinese babies because they couldn't have babies, and then a lot of other couples started doing it more around the turn of the century. I used to live in Hollywood, which is a pretty awful place. And everybody there gets Chinese babies. It's very popular. They go and it's not because they can't have babies, and it's not because they're trying to help somebody from far away. It's because they're just busy. They're busy. They want to have a baby, but they don't want to have a baby. You know what I mean? That thing where you can't have your baby and eat it too, or whatever. I don't know how that works. They don't want to get pregnant, is the point. So they go to China. They don't even go to China. They go to the airport, and somebody from China meets them, gives them a baby. It's true. They just take it home, and then they get a Jamaican nanny to watch their Chinese baby. And they go to cocktail parties. We have a Chinese baby. It's amazing. And meanwhile, the Chinese baby and the Jamaican nanny are just alone looking at each other like, what are we doing? What is this? Why can't either of us see our families? Why? What the fuck is the point of this? I've been on the road a lot. I flew here, and I farted so many times on the plane. I farted so many times. You know when you're on the plane and you fart a couple of times and you're like, fair's fair. Everybody's farting. But then you keep going, you're like, this might be an issue. This might be an incident. That might be in the paper, I'm farting so much. I farted so much on that plane. And sure enough, when I landed, they gave me the plane. They're like, just take it home, you fucking ruined it. We tried flying it around with all the doors open, it didn't help. Fucking pig. I got stopped at security because something was in my bag. You know when your bag goes through the X-ray machine, and it's very high tech now. They keep upping the technology on the X-ray machine for the carry-ons. Who's still trying? Who's still putting a gun in their carry-on? Like, hey, maybe this time it'll work out, you know? But my bag got stopped, and I wasn't sure why. I knew I didn't have any liquids or anything, and the lady opened it, and sure, here's what happened. I had clay in my bag. Because I'm not an artist, but I like clay. I make little dicks. They're this big. I do. I make tiny dicks. And they're perfect. And I hold it and I walk around. It's okay. And then when I get upset, I smush it. Now you're nothing. Now you're nothing. Anyway, it relaxes me. So I didn't think about this in terms of security until the lady took it out. It's a plastic bag with gray clay. It looks like C4 plastic explosive. And she's like, what is this? And I said, it's clay from an art store. She goes, I can't let you have it. I said, all right. So she threw it away, and she says, have a nice flight. I'm like, look, either that's a bomb or it's not. Like, either give me my fucking clay back, or ask me many questions, please. Is that the procedure? Hey, this guy has a bomb in his bag. Oh yeah, you can't have that on the plane, I'm sorry. Yeah. You can explode it here, but you can't take it on the plane, I'm sorry. I know it's stupid, it's just because of that one guy ruined it for everybody. But I never get irritated by traveling because I love to travel. I love that I get to do this and travel. I traveled all over the world this year. I was in Europe, I was all over the place. And you know, when you travel, you don't get to have the things you're used to having, but you get to have things you never had before. That's a trade-off. Like I was in Sweden. Now, if you're in Sweden and you go to, like say you're at a hotel and you want breakfast, they don't have maple syrup. They just don't have it. But they do have do you have maple syrup? No, but we have I'll have that, that's fine. It's the same all over the world. You know, you go to Tokyo. Do you have peanut butter? No, but we have is that spicy? Same all over the world. You go to Africa. Oh, okay, just the Swedish and the Japanese. No, yeah, that's right. No, you're right. Yeah, just the Swedes and the Japs, but don't fuck around. Yeah, no, Africa's not okay, because they can't take a joke in Africa. They're very fragile people. So they need you to protect them against jokes. So good job. Rightly so. I'll skip Africa. I don't even know what it is. All right, whatever. But I like traveling. I like seeing people. I don't care about the place. I was in Glasgow, Scotland, and I was in a train station, and I saw this old man, old Scottish man, with a little boy, about 10 years old maybe, this tall, red hair, and he's holding his hand, and they're walking. It was really sweet. Then they got to the train, and the man's gonna get on the train, but he bends over, and he kissed this little boy on the lips for a long time. They were like making, it was weird. He's like making, and the kid had his hand on the back of his head and everything. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. He's making out with that little boy. But then I look closer and I realized it's not a little boy, it's an old lady. It's a little old Scottish lady. But then I looked even closer and I was like, oh no, it is a kid. It's a little Scottish boy, and he looks old because life is hard there. His dad keeps kissing on the mouth, and I went to the zoo. I was in Ohio. I went to the zoo. You go to the zoo when you're on the road, right? You don't go to the zoo in your hometown. It's not like you're at work like, I should hit the zoo. Oh, shit, it's gonna close. Fuck. I just really want to see a monkey's face right now, really bad. It's gonna be a bad night if I don't look at a monkey. I'm gonna hit both my kids if I don't see a monkey tonight before I get home. Anyway, I went to the zoo in Ohio with a friend of mine, and we went to see the lion. And it's always a shit lion, you know? It's not a... The zoo lion's never like... Argh. He's just sitting on a fake rock, just eating lamb chops from Costco. My friend said, that's really sad. He said, they should free that lion. I was like, what are you seeing in your mind exactly? Describe your wish to me. He said they should take that lion to Africa. And what, just let him out of the car? Good luck, lion. The lion's like, what the fuck is this shit? Then the African lions walk up to him. Hey man, how you doing? Where are you from? Columbus, Ohio. All right. Well, why don't you lift that tail, because my dick is going right in your ass. I was in upstate New York in a small town, and I was standing in front of a drugstore. And in the window of the drugstore, they had a wheelchair on display in the window. Is that really an impulse purchase? I should get a wheelchair. That would really help with my paralysis. Then I wouldn't have to drag myself everywhere I go, like I've been doing for 10 years since my legs were blown off at the marathon. Okay. Bunch of fucking hypocrites, apparently. Because, let me point some out to you. Let me point some out to you, motherfuckers. You were just, like, seconds ago, laughing at a man with no legs crawling on the ground. You're just... And then at the end, you're like, oh, but not those particular legless people. No. We thought you meant just some asshole with a childhood disease who deserves to be laughed at. Not one of those. Now, we're laughing at all legless people equally. However you lost your legs. Ha ha ha. You haven't legs. And we've legs. I have legs. I have 2 legs. 2 fucking legs. That's the maximum amount. I fucking love having 2 legs. I fucking love it. I wouldn't like having no legs. I really don't think I would like it. I think it would suck. I think it would suck shit out of the balls of Christ. It's an old Southern expression. It's not used like it used to be. I think 2 legs is better than none. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. It's not popular. You're not supposed to say that because you're supposed to always be very positive about disabled people. But I think that puts pressure on them to be positive. What if they don't want to be? Because the only story we want to hear is about the amazing disabled people. He's amazing. He lost his legs and then he won the leg-having contest. What about disabled people who aren't amazing? Who are just ordinary with a sweatshirt and some potato chips, and he's going, fuck, I wish I had legs. No, this is better. This is better with no legs. Why is it better? Because you can do anything now. I can do 4 things. Fuck off. I just don't know that our positive, non-disabled attitude really helps. Like retarded people. We're going to talk about retarded people for 20 minutes. That's what's going to happen. We're going to discuss retarded people for 20 minutes. It's not okay to never speak of them. No, we're going to talk about them. First of all, I want to talk about the word retarded, okay? Because the word retarded, it's a bad word, and people do not like the word retarded. They find it very offensive. Now, I'm a little confused by this, because it wasn't always a bad word. And I grew up in the 70s, and it wasn't bad back then. And most bad words were always bad. Cunt never had a day in the sun. There was never a time where the Santa Claus at the mall was like, come here, you little cunt, tell me what you want for Christmas. And then in the 90s, we're like, let's lay off a cunt a little bit there, gang. No, we used the word retarded in the 70s. We used it to identify people who were retarded. It wasn't controversial. It wasn't like, he's retarded. It was like, he is retarded. This fellow right here is retarded, right? I told you, yes, you're still retarded. He is retarded, everyone. And I grew up in Boston. We didn't say retarded in Boston. We said retarded. He's retarded. God bless him, he's fucking retarded. That's the way we used it. With love. Help the retarded. That's what people said in the 70s. Help the retarded. There was a lady outside the supermarket near my house every Christmas with a bell. She was like, help the retarded. Help the fucking retarded. You gonna tell me she was a bad person? She was helping the retarded. And I feel like we had more of them around back then. I haven't seen one in years. In the 70s, there was a retarded guy in a windbreaker on every street corner. We were using the word, and they were more in our lives. I swear to God, they were more. They were in our culture. There was TV movies about retarded people all the time. Tonight on ABC, a retarded boy's dream. There was one, I remember, with Sean Cassidy. I don't know if you remember Sean Cassidy. Some of you are too young. But Sean Cassidy, he began his career as a teen pop idol. He was a 13-year-old boy with a very hit song called Da Do Run Run. And he had feathered blonde hair and juicy lips. And he's on the cover of Teen Beat magazine. And everybody liked Sean Cassidy because he was sexy. He's a sexy boy. I thought he was sexy. I did. I thought he was really sexy. I was 6 years old. But I already had inappropriate sex feelings for teenage boys when I was 6. I was an old soul. I was a pedophile when I was 6. I used to go up to teenage boys when I was 6, like, hey, how's it going? That kid's weird. He's got a boner. Anyway. Not anymore. I outgrew it. But, no. I'm not sexually attracted to teenage boys. I'm not. But I don't not get it. I mean, I get it. I'm not like, what? Like, you can see it. Like, I was in an airport once, and I'm walking along where people walk in the airport, and there's these chairs facing the aisle, and there's this family sitting there, a mom and a dad and 2 teenage boys, and they're like just both sitting with their phones with their legs. They're wearing like these shorts. One had cut-off shorts, and one had basketball shorts, and they both just had their legs open because they don't give a fuck. Both legs just splayed, and then just smooth, you know, just very. And I saw it. It didn't do anything to me. But I kind of wanted to stop and go, hey, fellas, Let's close that shit up, huh? You're not getting me, but I know you're causing a problem for somebody in this airport. Let's close it up. I did not say that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, let's return to the comfortable subject of retarded people, shall we? So Sean Cassidy. Sean Cassidy was a teen singer who then grew up. He was about 18. Now he was, old and gross. Nobody wanted to fuck him. So he started to act. And he had a movie on TV called Normal People, where he played a retarded man who wants to live a normal life. It was very inspiring, actually. And at one point, he didn't do like a big retarded character. He wore thick glasses. He talked like Elmer Fudd. That was the whole thing. So he goes up to the guy who runs the group home he lives in, and he says, I want to get a job. And the guys who runs it is like, Republican conservative. So he's like, you can't get a job. You're retarded, And, But then there's a liberal lady who works there, and she says, of course he can get a job. He's as good as anyone. So they let him get a job as an air traffic controller, whatever was available. And then he meets a woman who's also retarded who lives at the group home. He falls in love with her. It's a very nice love story. And he says, we want to get married. And the guy says, she said, but they're in love. So they get married. And then one day he says, we want to have a baby. And the liberal lady says, no fucking way. And they just shut them down right there. And that's the end of the movie. I swear to God, that's just how it ends. And the point of the movie is just, hey, there's a limit. Like, that's, I guess, what the point of it was. And that's pretty intense. But hey, retarded people were on television. We were talking about it. We were dealing with it. And they said the word retarded about 50,000 times in the movie. Now we don't say the word, and I don't see them anywhere. I guess that's my problem with it. And also, the word is not basically a bad word. It's a medical term. But it became a bad word because it's used as an insult, really. Not towards retarded people. Nobody does that. Nobody calls retarded people retarded to insult them. What would be the point of that? It'll be like going up to a chair and saying, you're a fucking chair. Like, what are you doing? No. People use it on their friends. Like, you're at a bar, your friend's like, I don't have any more money for beer. And you're like, you're fucking retarded. Do you know that? And in that moment, no one retarded is insulted. They're not. Do you know why? Because they're not there. Because we don't include them in our lives. They're not at the bar. How many of you have a retarded drinking buddy that you hang out with? No, you take them to the zoo when they're little and then fuck them. This is what I find confusing about this thing, is that we told many generations of people that they were retarded. We told them that that's what they are, and they lived with it, and they dealt with it. And then we just decided it's a bad word. So did we tell them this? Did we go back to them and explain this to them? Listen, Nelson, I have something to tell you. You're not retarded anymore. You mean I'm cured? No. No. No, we're not even working on it. I was watching YouTube today. I was watching one of the ads that comes on before the video. I don't skip those. I think that's rude. It is. It's mean. Somebody worked hard on that ad. They trained a cheetah to run alongside a Jeep Cherokee. And you're at home like, 3, 2, 1, fuck off. It's fucking mean. What if you made something, dick? Anyway, the ad was a PSA. It was an anti-smoking message. It was a Puerto Rican man with a hole in his throat. He was like,
my father smoked. And my mother smoked. I wish I never smoked in my life. Please don't smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes are very, very bad for you.
First thought I had was, why does he still have an accent? It's coming out. Feels like if you bypass the mouth, you shouldn't have an accent anymore. Does the machine have a setting for Puerto Rican? Is that just how air sounds coming out of this guy? Does he fart with an accent?
Señor, I'm farting.
Anyway, after the ad, I watched the video that I was looking for, which was a scene from a movie. And it's a scene that I really hate. Every time I see it, it makes me angry, which is why I was looking for it on YouTube. And it's a movie I like. I actually like the movie. It's called Good Will Hunting. Remember Good Will Hunting? Of course, right? Matt Damon. Great performance. He plays a very complicated young man wearing a tight t-shirt for a whole movie. And here's the thing. Here's my issue with Good Will Hunting. Matt Damon also wrote the movie, okay? So he basically sat down and he's like, first of all, I'm amazing. I'm a construction worker. I'm like working class. And I drink beer and I get in fights. I get in so many fights. My friends are like, you're out of control, man. And I'm like, shut up. This is the way I am. But then also, I'm a genius. Ooh. I didn't even go to school. I just know things. I don't know why. I just know them. And all the nerdy geniuses that studied for years are like, he's so much smarter than us. It's making us upset. It's insane. It's fucking insane. It only makes sense if he wrote it for himself to be the guy. So the scene I was looking for, it's the worst example of that in the movie. Here's what happens. He goes to a bar and he meets a woman and he likes her. And another guy likes her too, but she picks Matt Damon. Because he wrote the fucking movie, because he decided, you understand? And she doesn't like him, she likes me, you better believe it. So he gets her phone number, and then he goes outside, and he sees the other guy in the window of a restaurant, and he decides to taunt him. So he goes over, he tells his friends, hey, come here, watch this. And he says to the guy, hey, do you like apples? And the guy says, yes. And Matt Damon goes, well, I got a number. How do you like them apples? And all Matt Damon's friends go, oh! Oh! This was amazing! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! You were ready with that! How? You know how he did it? He wrote the whole fucking movie, okay? He made everybody say all the things. Otherwise, this doesn't happen. I mean, he hinges the whole fucking prank on the guy liking apples. The guy must like apples. Who would say yes to do you like apples coming from a clear antagonist? Who's setting him up, gathered his friends. Do you like, wait guys, watch this. Do you like apples? God damn it, I do. I wish I didn't. 'Cause I can tell this is not gonna go my way. But I can't lie. He'll know it. He'll know it because boy, do I like apples. Do you understand? If he says no, Matt Damon is fucked. He's fucked in the face for life. He's got nothing. Do you like apples? No. What the dude? Fucking guy. No, come on, seriously. Seriously, you fucking don't fucking. Do you like bananas? Because the woman gave me her telephone number, and isn't that bananas? I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me. Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment, you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like, one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously because I don't feel like it. Let's get up on a Sunday. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care. I'm not getting... Daddy, who... But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won. They're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them, because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves like that every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody. 4. And now, come on, Africa. 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians. Jesus. Jesus. Jesus plus 2. Jesus plus 3. Jesus plus 4.
Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's going, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it. It's fine. We'll do it. Watch New Year's Eve around the world. They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. The first, there's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I don't forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year. And they just wear grass. Because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017. Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Oh, well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. Gonna happen! So I don't know what to tell my kids. My kids are, they wanted a dog, so I got them a dog. I got them a dog this year, which was a mistake. I shouldn't have gotten the dog. Because we rescued a dog. We got we adopt. Yes, you must, yes, always rescue. If you get a dog, get a rescue dog. Don't get a puppy from those horrible people who professionally raise dogs carefully. No. You need to just get a mystery dog that's been beaten and abused and traumatized on the streets of Puerto Rico and can't talk about it to anyone now. They never know. Do you know anything about the dog? She's afraid of pennies. So we think maybe somebody's been throwing handfuls of pennies at her face. But otherwise, no. So you take this random dog and just put it in your house with your family and watch their personality unfold. This dog is insane. I'll walk into the kitchen and the dog's just standing there alone like this. Like, you all right? Are you all right? My kids are terrified of the dog. My daughter goes to pet the dog. The dog goes like this. She's like, should I pet her? I don't think you should ever pet our dog, honey. So I took her to the vet. I took the dog to the vet to ask her what to do. And the vet said, listen, I think there's something you should seriously consider. I was like, please be saying to kill this dog. Please be a doctor that says the dog dies now. But she didn't. She said, I think you should consider Prozac for the dog. I was like, really? She said, yeah, it works. Calms the dog right down. But it's a big decision and you should think about it. I said, put 4 in her asshole right now. What do I have to think about? I don't give a shit what she's experiencing. Fucking fix it. Give her heroin. Shoot her up. Come on, puppy. Wow, your dog is really chill. Yeah. It only costs $400 a day to keep her like that. I didn't always feel this way. I used to love animals. I used to worry about animals. Just animals. When I was like 20, are all the doggies okay everywhere? I certainly hope so. But I'm 49 and I got 2 kids now. You know what happens? Your circle of concern tightens. I have 4 nephews. I don't love any of them. Fuck a dog. You know those ads, like the PSA on television about abused animals? They show you a dog with like an empty socket and he's like, ooh. They're always wet. I feel like they hose them down before they film them. Ooh, and the voice comes on, look at these dogs. Please send us money so that this can stop. Are you beating up the dogs? How's my money fixing that? You ever seen that PSA where they show you a really sad man? He's very upset, very sad man. He's holding a little sign, and it says, yeah, sure. And he says, this is the text that killed my daughter. Because somebody texted, yeah, sure, and ran over his kid, which is awful. Although maybe they were responding to a text that said, can you please kill that kid? And so they just wrote back and did it.
But anyway, I'm glad I'm here because of you, and I want to do a good show for you. That's my job. That's the simplest thing in the world to me, is that you should do your job. And you should do it well. And not because of how well you get paid, but because that's your job. I never understand people when I go to a place to get a thing, and they do their job shitty out of spite for how shitty their job is. It makes no sense to me. Why wouldn't you want it? Why do you have to make my coffee sarcastically? I don't just give you care. Hear your majesty, enjoy your coffee. You know, why? Why wouldn't you want it to? You know why? Because you're 20, you piece of shit. That's why. Because you're a 20-year-old piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I am prejudiced against everyone who's 20 years old that works at a place. Because they just think that if you just stand there and hate it, somebody will go, oh, well, then let's make you a director. That's how that works. Just if you, clearly you're better than this. 20-year-olds are the worst people because that is a person who has been taking and just sucking up and absorbing
fucking education and love and products and just giving nothing back. They're ripe like a big fat ripe orange on a tree, and the tree's like, get the fuck out of here. Jesus, this is crazy. What? Fuck you, I don't want to go. If you're 20, I guarantee you never did anything for anybody. Yes, you went to Guatemala on a school trip and they told you you helped, but you didn't help at all. You were a way bigger pain in the ass than you were any help to those. They're like, I got a mudslide in my house and I got to babysit a fucking college student. Just take a picture of her with a shovel so she can put it on Facebook and leave us alone. I had such an amazing experience. Really? Did you take from them too, you motherfucker? 20-year-olds are not interesting people. They have nothing to say. Nothing has happened to you. My parents moved and I go to school. Who gives a shit? Unless you beat cancer as a child, you have nothing to say. I'm more interesting because I'm 43. That mathematically just makes me more interesting. Just because shit has happened to me. I've collected stories. When I was 35, a woman blew me, and 2 years later, she killed herself. She hung herself to death. That's an interesting story. That's worth listening to and pondering. Because it means it takes 2 years after blowing me for the shame to be too much that you gotta do yourself in. That's the gestation period. What if every woman that ever blew me died exactly 2 years later? And some detective picked up on it. And when he realizes why, he's like, well, I can't do anything. It's not illegal to have a disgusting penis. It's just a shame. Anyway. I don't like when a 20-year-old is working, because you never get attitude from the 65-year-old guy. You ever go to Best Buy and the guy selling you a DVD player is like 65? That guy is trying to get a Nobel Prize for selling DVD players. He's amazing. You never get the 65-year-old guy like, does it have Blu-ray? Well, let me read the box that you could have read. And no, he's like, well, let's find out. You need to know that. He's so excited to help you. And he has reasons to be bitter, this 65-year-old guy. He's 65, he works at Best Buy. He had to come out of retirement because his kid is gay and does crystal meth and he ruined his life. And it's partly his fault because he didn't accept his son being gay. That's why he's on drugs. The point is he's had a hard day and he's still showing up at fucking Best Buy wearing a bow tie. They don't make you wear those. That's how much he gives a shit. I don't know, man. Younger people, okay, fine. You know, I'll wait and see. Maybe you'll be interesting.
I'm gonna make my own shampoo. I'm gonna look it up online. I'm gonna look at the ingredients. I'm gonna make my own. And I found myself at a dinner telling a table full of people. So I decided to make my own shampoo. That's one of those moments where you tell yourself, just don't tell folks anything. You don't need to say it out loud. Just do whatever you're doing and die as soon as possible. Do I have a huge stain? Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. So what? Okay. No. Who's running? Oh, okay. I thought they were coming to bring me something. There's nothing you can do. You'd have to change my whole lifestyle for the rest of the show. It doesn't matter. I'm fat. I'm a fat guy. I'm fat. My pronouns are that fat fuck and... But here's the thing, I have body dysmorphia. I think I look good. I like this. I'm fine with it. I decided to stop exercising. That's what I decided this year. I'm just not doing it anymore. I made it to 55. If I stop exercising now, it just means I might make 75 instead of 78. It's not that big a fucking deal. I'm just not going to do it. You know who inspired me was Trump. It's the one thing he said that I liked. I don't know if you ever heard this, but Trump believes, he just believes, nobody told him this, but he believes that you should move as little as possible because you have a finite amount of movements and then you stop. He believes that. He just went, yeah, that sounds right, and he just thought it up. And he's proving it to be true. I mean, it's fucking working. I don't like the new exercise either. I don't like the Peloton, you know. It's a bike you ride and there's a video that encourages you. And they have that mirror that you stand there and it teaches you exercises. Then they have that gun you put in your mouth and you fucking... No, you shouldn't kill yourself. That's why I think you should not kill yourself. That's my opinion. I don't know you. Ask somebody that knows you. But my general feeling is you shouldn't kill yourself. You know why? Because you're going to die anyway. You're going to die. What are you getting violent for? It's going to happen. I wish I was dead. You will be. Just sit there. You don't have to do anything. It really is the most effective argument against suicide, is that you're going to die either way. It also happens to be the best argument for suicide, which is awkward. Go ahead, you're going to die if you don't. Anyway, a friend of mine sent me a porn the other day. Folks can just send you pornography now. It was a porn, it was two old men. Like really old guys, really old. And they were sucking each other's cocks. Like really sucking each other's cocks. They were so old. I was surprised they were doing anything. But there they were. One of them is like sitting on the edge of a bed and his socks have fallen, you know. And the other guy's on his knees on a pillow and he's just fucking blowing the guy. Then they switched places. I watched long enough to see them switch places. And when the second guy was done, I called my friend and said, "Why'd you send me this?" He said, "Because it's amazing." And it really was, you know? It really was. I've watched it a few times. Because it doesn't turn me on, it's inspiring. Because you're like, go, fellas. Because you worry about old guys. You know, you see an old man walking by himself with just a grapefruit in a plastic bag, you know? And you're like, oh, shit, that's horrible. Maybe he's going to suck another guy's cock. Life might be better than you think. It's interesting because porn used to be like you go find your thing, you know? But now you go to a porn site, it's everybody's stuff. You can put in a search word to narrow it down, or you can look around. Find new things. I saw a fart porn one time. So fart porn. I never thought I'd be turned on by farts. I'm not interested in farts. Farts are okay. I'm farting right now. I've been farting this whole time. And I didn't want to watch it because it was a fart porn. It was because of the title. The title is what got me. The title was, "Nice Girl Farts in Your Face." Who's not going to watch that? Nice girl farts in your face. So I click on it. And there's this girl standing there. I'm like, she is nice. She's totally nice. Just a nice girl standing there. Pink sweater with little blue buttons on it. And she's looking in the camera and she says, "Hi, I'm so glad to see you." I was like, wow, she made me feel good, you know? And then she turns around like she's reached, she goes, "I gotta show you something I bought." And she's reaching up and all of a sudden, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, it was in the title, I knew it was gonna happen, but I was like, oh my God. She just farted right in my face. She seemed so nice. But the best part is when her reaction, because I thought she would be like, that's right, I farted in your face. But she wasn't. She was like, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that happened. I've never been that hard in my entire life. I was so excited. Because I realized it's not really about the fart. It's about the shame. It's about the sexy shame of a truly nice girl who just thunder farted right in your face, and she regrets it. Here's the worst part. I can't find one that good again. I can't. They're never that good. I've been chasing the dragon on this fart porn for months. It's just always some bored chick. Hello. Like, come on. Tighten it up, would you? A little bit? I have been dating recently. Dating's not fun. Dating's horrible. Nobody wants to date. Even if you meet somebody and you really want to go out with them and they say yes, you're excited in that moment. But the day of the date, you're like, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to do this. Every time I'm ringing a doorbell to pick a woman up, I'm like, I hope she's dead in there. I really do. I hope something awful happened. I don't want to sit in a place and breathe unevenly for 3 hours and just sweating where your body is folded and just, You ever have a date that goes well? It's like good from the beginning. You're like, you get a little laugh at the beginning. Hi, ha, ha, something funny, and they both laugh. Feels good. You agree on stuff. When you don't agree, you laugh about it. You're even able to be quiet a little bit while you're eating, and it's nice, feels comfortable. And then you drop them off, and you're like, I hope I see you again. And she says, I hope so too. And you feel like, this is something new in my life. This is wonderful. Then you go home, and your wife is like, where were you all night? You know, and you're just fucking... But I'm older now. I'm divorced, and I still date mostly women who are younger than me recently, because that's who looks better. No, it's true. But I don't like I've always been with women my age or older. I was married to a woman a year older than me for 10 years, and that's always been the way there's some guys that have to be with a younger women. There's cultures that believe the man should be much older. Like there's religions that have like a formula, like take the man's age and subtract 10, and then whatever else you have to do to get to 12, just solve for 12. But I didn't suddenly get interested in younger women. What happened was I got older and they got interested in me, because younger women like older guys. They just do. This the other part nobody says. I don't do anything to get younger women. I just stand there like this. And they see me and they're like, that would be so weird to fuck that old guy. And then we get blamed. The older guy always gets blamed. You see an older man with a young woman, everybody's like, that guy's a pervert. No, she's a pervert. He's normal. He likes pretty women. She likes that. The fuck is wrong with her? And they're weird. I was having sex with this woman, and she was about 35, and we're in bed. She starts calling me daddy. I was like, please don't, young lady. Please don't do that. She said, why does it make you uncomfortable when I call you daddy during sex? Is it because you have daughters? I said, no. It makes me uncomfortable because I have a father. And I used to call him daddy when he fucked me. By the way, thanks for laughing at me because I got fucked by my dad. I was not laughing at the time because I was coming because he fucked me good. My daddy fucked me so good. It's not his fault. I made him do it. I was such a brat. I was 10. I was like, Daddy, fuck me! For Bananas, and there was a black woman at the Bananas, and I didn't want to go there while she's there because of COVID. We're all giving each other space. So but I do want to be next. So I'm waiting. And she's kind of taking a long time. And the longer she takes, the longer I am a white man watching a black woman choose bananas. And this is an awful thing about the world today, because I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but I feel fucking bad. I feel fucking bad. So I went to the strawberries. And there's a fucking Jew with the strawberries.
Here's a nice one.
That's the Jew. I'm not going to do the black woman. No, I'm not. You know why? Because I'm not afraid of Jews. That's the bottom line. I'm not scared of Jews. I don't find Jews to be frightening. Unless you're in Palestine, then they're terrifying. It's very different. Over there, they're like, the Jews are killing us. And here we're like, really? The Jews? We've been slapping them around for years. Anyway. This banana's too hard. Well, this banana's soft, but I'm not going to have it until Tuesday, so I'm going to buy the hard one and wait. Just trying to be fair. Just trying to be fair to the Jews. Lord have mercy. Anyway. Don't worry, I'm an old man. I'll be gone very soon. I worry about getting old only because I don't want to lose my memory, you know? I mean, some of it I would love to lose. But it doesn't work that way. You got to take it all or none, I guess. But I forget things, you know? Like, remember Fonzie from Happy Days? I don't remember him. I don't even know what you're talking about. I forget weird things, you know? Like, I was walking down the street once in New York, and there was a guy in a van, and he rolled down the window and he said, hey, get in the van and suck my dick. And I said, all right, you know? So I got in the van and, you know, I was trying to pull the door, the sliding door, but it kept, and he's like, it just shuts, you don't have to. I was like, sorry. He's like, everybody does that, it's okay. So I'm kneeling on the floor of the van on like a purse, and there's no lady in there, but I'm like, I came here to suck this guy's dick, not like take inventory. This just gets to work. So I start sucking his dick, and about halfway through, I'm guessing, I remembered that I don't really like doing that. So, senior moment. Some people worry about getting old because they think it means that they're dying, which it does. But this doesn't worry me. I don't worry about dying because I think it's necessary. I think it's something that you just have to do. You should do it. When it's your turn, you should do it. If somebody, you know, your doctor says you're dying, just say, okay, and die. Don't, you know, maybe a miracle. Fuck you, get in the ground. Just take your turn. I really think that way now. I didn't used to. But I do because when I started thinking that way was when my mom died. My mom died a couple years ago of anorexia. She was 300 pounds. She was bad at it. I know, it's fucked up, right? What a piece of shit. Anyway, she would have liked that joke. She would have. My mom's was fucking, she was gross. And I remember when she was dying, I was alone with her, and the nurse said, this is imminent. I was like, what does that mean? She goes, she's gonna die in a minute. I'm like, just say in a minute. It's so close. Anyway, I was alone with her and she died, and I was like, fuck, they're gonna think I did it, obviously. I didn't want to lose my mom. I really didn't. But we had this one conversation like 2 weeks before she died when we were talking about it. And I said, Mom, I don't want you to die. And she said, you'll get over it. That's what she said. And I did. But in the moment, I wasn't willing to accept it. I was like, I don't want you to go. She said, but we're going in order. Do you understand? This makes sense. I'm your mother. I'm like, Mom, stop talking like that. This is sad. She goes, no, it's not. Look at it this way. Do you want me to never die? I was like, no, I don't want that at all. And it helped me get in touch with an important idea, which is that dying is important. It's every generation's greatest contribution to history is that they die. It's the only thing that keeps things moving. It's the only reason there's any progress in the human race is that folks keep fucking dying. Every generation has had a mix of douchebags and amazing people and boring, great, good, whatever, but they're all fucking dead. Every fucking one. Thank God, they're all fucking dead. There's a limit to how much any of the good ones did, and the shitty ones got to stop being shitty. It's a great system. Now when you look at the internet and all these people, you're like, what the fuck is happening? It's okay. They're all going. All of them are gonna die. I mean, you don't want to die. You don't want to die. You don't want your loved ones to die, but that's a selfish wish when you think about what would happen if nobody died. What kind of world would this be if there was nobody, if we still had people here from the 1100s? It's hard enough having people here from the 50s. Just scan the code on the table. There's no menu.
But what? I don't understand.
Jesus Christ. You want to go through that with Pontius Pilate and Charlemagne? Fucking pain in the ass. Fucking old people that don't want to fucking just... When you get older and you start going, everything's so crazy now. No, it's fine. Just get the fuck out. It's great. They're not going to make it work for you. You're here for 10 more minutes. Just get the fuck out. If you're in an airport and you're looking at the toilet and you're like, I don't understand how this works, it's time for you to die. That's what that means. These toilets are for the next people. Get the fuck out. That's the way I look at my life now. I had some good, I had some bad, but I'm done. I mean, I'll hang around because I'm curious. But I'm so interested in the way things are going. I really am. It's such an interesting time. We're on a hinge. It's such a cool thing to experience that. I'm excited about a lot of what's coming. There's things that are hard now, but that's the way it is. Things are going to get... I think it's exciting what's happening. I think young people today have some great ideas. They're being a little cunty about some of them. But the ideas are good. The ideas are good. Like when I was growing up, we had two genders, male and female. Now you have all these expansion teams. I think it's very exciting. It is. And the best idea is this gender fluid thing. This is a great fucking idea. Gender fluid, the idea, the way I barely understand it is that you just something in the middle. It's like a fretless bass. You don't have to be the specific pictures. What a dumb way to do it. These are the kinds of people you can be. Which one are you? I don't feel like any of those people. Then you're a failure. You have to fight. Start acting like these people so we know what to call you. Why? Just make it a whatever. It's just a what? Just a la carte. I like dicks. I don't like balls. I'm a this and that. Moving through it, changing when it feels like it. What I'm saying is I wish we had that when I was a kid. Because I think our generation got hurt by the rigidity of identities and how you had to just stick to them. You had to pick one right away. You're 8 years old. What are you? I'm a boy. What do you like? Ooh, girls. Vaginas. Love vaginas. I'm 8 years old. I never saw one, but I'm committing my life to them right now. I didn't even get to smell one for a second. Just a sniff. All right, what else you got? "10 years old. Are you gay?" No, I hate dicks. Hate them. What do I know? I didn't even get to fidget with one for a minute. banana's too hard. I'm not saying I wish I could have blown all my friends to see what it's like. But on 4th of July, there were fireworks. I was with Matt. There was a feeling. I don't know what could have happened. I have no idea. Because we were so scared. We were afraid to seem gay when I was a kid. Because in the 70s, the stereotypes showed you what everybody's like. Men are like this. And then the women have to act like this. And then gay people are like, they're just tired. That was gay people in the 70s. I'm gay. Help, I'm gay. I can't even do anything. That's what gay men were in the 70s. You ever meet a gay person? You don't fuck with gay people. Not today. They're all athletes, first of all. And they got their shit together. They're motherfuckers, gay people. Your landlord's gay. They're billionaires. They own Apple. They're in the cabinet. They're in the Navy. They're cowboys and Indians and construction workers. Gay men are men. You ever go in a gay-owned business? He's like, can I help you? Like, the gay's in there, but he's fucking tough now. It's my store, motherfucker. What do you want? Gay men are men now. They're fathers, they're husbands, they're men. Today's heterosexual men are faggots. I don't know how that happened. But they're fags. I'm saying that with love and as an old man on his way out the door, but they're fucking fags. They're intelligent and they're evolved, but they're fags. They're just with a pajama shorts and they're just pale, almost blue. My wife got a promotion today. Oh, good for you, faggot. I'm so happy. I'm happy for him. Sounds like they have a good life together. But it takes some getting used to for me. And when I see a progressive young couple, I always want to stop them and ask her, is that turning you on? Please tell me. Is that sexy? He gets with the Tin Man's hand pipe, just with strawberry smoke. She's like, well, he's very intelligent and he's conscientious. But does he make your pussy wet? Fuck no, he's a fag. But I love him. And again, great, it's another kind of dude. The faggy straight dude. It's another kind of guy. Welcome. We should have all of it, the whole spectrum, the whole alphabet, all of it. But somebody does have to be just straight fucking. You have to have that. It doesn't have to be the most important, but you do need it. Because it's where it all fucking comes from. Until they figure out some other shit, this is where life still starts. If you want to eat local and organic, you gotta respect that someone's gotta have a hard dick fucking a pussy. That's where every gay person came from two boring straight people fucking. I mean, it's just, for now, someone needs to, you could know